Ava brought her dad a birthday cake, but she never made it back home. At the exact same time, her dad was celebrating another woman's child's birthday. In her past life, Emma kept holding back her pain just so Ava could spend her birthday with her dad. She did everything she could to keep that man happy. But this time, Emma opened her eyes and found herself back 1 year before Ava's birthday party. She looked at the child her husband treated like his whole world. Then she looked at her own daughter, and for once, she didn't force a smile. She looked straight at Ethan. "We were getting a divorce." Ethan froze, but in his mind, Emma could survive without the Hart family, so he didn't take her seriously at all. He figured she'd calm down and come crawling back. What he didn't know, Emma had already lived through Ava's death once. She wasn't going to let her daughter keep hurting herself just to get a little attention from her dad. In her past life, Ethan wanted to give his ex-girlfriend's child a place in the family, so he publicly claimed the child was a Hart. Meanwhile, his own daughter could only call her father uncle. To keep Ava from getting hurt, Emma smiled through it every year and did everything she could to get the two kids to celebrate their birthdays together. Until that day, Ava went out in the rain with a birthday cake to find her dad, and she never came back. So after waking up again, the first thing Emma did was take Ava and leave the Hart family. Ethan was still waiting for her to come back and apologize. Then the housekeeper told him Emma had already left with Ava and all their luggage. He still did take care to him. She was just throwing another tantrum, but the house fell apart pretty fast. The milk bath the kids used to take, Emma had always prepared it ahead of time. Now nobody knew how to make it. Then their son got sick. The staff called Emma for help. She simply told them to contact Mia Morgan, because from that moment on, none of this was her problem anymore. What really got to Ethan was what Emma did after she left. She went back to the career she had once given up. She used to be a lead designer on an aerospace project, but when she got married, she gave up her career and spent years as a full-time housewife. Now she was back at the Aerospace Exhibition Center, and there, she ran into an old senior from school. He told her the project she worked on back then had already completed its test flight, and the core design had all come from her. Then he invited her to come back to Research Institute 511. She didn't hesitate. She wanted her life back, but right then, her stepson was rushed to the medical office after an allergic reaction to seafood. Ethan immediately blamed Emma. She only said one thing: "I am not his mom." This time, she didn't even bother explaining herself, because she knew exactly how Ethan saw her. Whatever she did, she was always the one at fault, but what she really wanted was to show everyone who she was, all over again. Soon, Emma entered another professional aerospace competition, and Ethan and Mia showed up too. They were discussing what kind of person could possibly be worthy of Professor Hayes' personal recommendation. They had no clue. The woman they'd written off as just a housewife, she was about to step back onto the stage she once walked away from. Even Ava had no idea how incredible her mother used to be. And that is when it started hitting Ethan. After she left, the family didn't just lose someone who cooked and ran the baths. He thought she'd come back sooner or later. But this time, Emma was really done with the Hart family. More than that, she was taking back who she used to be before the marriage. And at the next aerospace presentation, Emma was walking onto that stage. That is when Ethan would finally see who he gave up all those years ago.